who will be playing from Japan, Kanno.
Good morning, everybody. We've got a BC1 male game coming up. They're just coming onto the courts. And welcome again to the Canberra 2025 World Boccia Challenger. So we're on the second round this morning, and looking forward to some good boccia. I'm here with Fiona.
Who will be playing from Chinese Taipei, JPN. Refereed by Road Laney from Australia. On court 2, and from Australia, Dylan Schwartz will be competing in from Singapore,
those Australian cheerleaders are going through.
A bit noisy here at the moment.
Yeah.
On court 1, please welcome Matthew Whiting from New Zealand, from Japan, Masaki Kanno, who will be refereed by, from Australia,
Yes, so we have our players on court at the moment. Masaki is from Japan, and he in this competition is ranked number 7, so 2107. Matthew Whiting from New Zealand, and he is 2105 at the moment. And we have the referee from Australia is Marian Lester. He'll be officiating this match.
Should be a good match.
Yes, I've known Matthew for a long time. He's been a friend from across the big ditch. He's been playing boccia for a fair while. So he's making a bit of a comeback, which is good to see. We're getting players from New Zealand at this event. When I first started involved in boccia, New Zealand had a couple of really good players, and it's good to see them back playing boccia internationally.
Yeah, they've got a pretty big team over there in New Zealand.
Yeah, there's a fair few of them here this week too at the Challenger. Just waiting for the go ahead for the referees to start the warm up. It's a 2-minute warm up, which is timed. Just the announcement will be made for the start of the matches.
Ready to warm up, the announcer was not. Let the warm up begin.
So we've already had one round of games this morning and done some really good close matches. So it's looking forward to an exciting day of boccia today at the Challenger here in Canberra.
Yeah, and then we've got semi-finals this afternoon.
That is correct, yes. Semi-finals, and then we'll go into the finals tomorrow. So Masaki, he is in the red box, so he'll be using red balls. The classification of BC1 are allowed to have assistants on the court. You'll see that the assistants have passed the balls to the player.
That is a long shot.
Yeah, those balls are quite hard, and that one was rolling right down the end of the court.
Some of these balls get a really good spin on them.
Yes, they do. I was watching a BC3 game, the ramp players, yesterday, and some of their balls are rock hard. And you can almost hear them coming down the court when they do a drive.
Oh.
It's rattling all the way down.
I imagine.
So some of the players have a preference for a mix of balls, some soft, some hard.
Oh, that one's gone too far.
So the warm-up is finished. The players' assistants will collect the balls and will be ready for the match.
I find if you're a thrower and you have too many hard balls, like Yeah, they tend to overshoot.
Yeah, and I think it depends on the strength of the player too.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll find the softball's just too hard to get up the court or to do a
Yeah,
drive
definitely.
or to do a smash out. But every player has a preference for how the mix is. They do that during their training preparation.
Let the games begin.
So they're ready to go. So the jack ball will be given to Masaki for the jack to be thrown. It'll be interesting if he goes the long distance where he warmed up. Yes, he's going to go long.
Let's see if he can follow that up.
Yes, he was going that length in the warm-up, wasn't he? So
Yeah.
and sometimes in this classification, they'll know the opposition, whether they're good, short or long. So I think they may have looked at Matthews playing for the last couple of days and seen that long ends are not necessarily his preference. That's a great,
very nice shot.
very nice shot on the jack there.
Should get a replay of that shot. Here's the replay now. Masaki will land the ball right on the jack.
Nice relaxed throw.
Beautiful.
You'd be extremely happy with the result of that.
That was even better than his warm-up.
Yes,
very
that he wouldn't have wished for much better than that. That was a really good shot. So now Matthew, fighting from New Zealand, will be attempting to get a blue ball up there. He's got a hard ball too, so it looks like it might go out of court.
I would say that distance is somewhere between the 9-10 metre mark.
The red ball yard, it's the jack. We're probably looking at about, from where we're sitting, around that 8.5 metre mark. So it's quite a long end. From where the players are in their boxes, it's 10 metres from where they are to the end of the court. So we get a bit of an idea where the position of the ball is.
Oh, nice try.
Yeah. Not sure what that was for. Matthew was sort of shaking his head. Referee was just mentioning something to Matthew then. Matthew's asked for the assistant to roll the ball.
It's good that they can do that, but they have to be prompted by the athlete.
That's correct. You can see that Matthew's restricted with the amount of throwing that he can do with his arm, so it's a short jab for Matthew.
Masaki has definitely made it difficult for Matthew.
Yeah, he has, yeah. As we were saying before, he may have been watching,
Yeah.
or the coaching staff may have been watching Matthew's play the last couple of days and made a decision to go long.
boccia can be very strategic and tactical. You want to take advantage of your strengths.
See, I think Matthew's left with 2 softer balls. It'll be extremely hard to get.
I was going to say, especially if Matthew's more comfortable on the short shots, he'd have a selection of.
Yeah. I was
softer
watching
balls.
a game yesterday of Matthew's. While I was watching a few games at the time, and Matthew's game is a short game. So Matthew's used all of his balls up. So now the referee's indicated.
Let's see if Masaki can get another one up there.
If he's got a tunnel there, he'll be able to imagine he's going to get them right up there, nice and close.
Sometimes I wonder what the athlete's thinking about during this process.
Yes, yeah.
Occasionally, I myself am having a full-on conversation in my own head with myself.
Yeah, and it's about the decision when to let the ball go.
I feel like sometimes I'm giving myself a pep talk.
Yes.
Oh, very, very good attempt, but a bit short.
I always think that the effort that they use when they're having to try and throw the ball and be able to release it, it's got to be a little frustrating for them.
Definitely. Especially sometimes it can be really challenging for BC1 athletes to get that release.
Yeah, I've seen over the years where we'd do a warm-up and then they come on court and they struggle to release the ball, whereas in the warm-up they throw, and then under a little bit of pressure they have trouble releasing it. So frustrating for them.
It would be. We have a few athletes locally in our clubs that get intense tremors when they're trying to release their balls. It can make it more challenging, and then when they're warming up, it's like they'll keep throwing and be fine.
Never ceases to amaze me what these athletes can do, what they can achieve. And that's right across every classification. And we were saying yesterday that it's so important for Australia to hold these events to give the Australians an opportunity to see what can be achieved.
For sure.
Playing boccia. And having the live streaming at these events as well as the Paralympics and World Cups.
Oh, that looks like a good one.
Yeah, just long enough to get. So that blue that Matthew got up there is playing a part in the match here, even though he was struggling to get the balls away.
Yeah, he's managing to keep Masaki at
Just
one
down
point.
to one at the moment.
Yeah. And those other balls are a deterrent.
It's in his eye line. So he's used up all of his time.
That's
so
got to
the
be
referee-
frustrating as
Yes.
well.
So the score is 1 red. He's asked to come out and have a look. And I'm sure Matthew will probably come out as well.
So even though Matthew couldn't get it right near the jack, he's done a good job of preventing him from getting points.
Getting balls in front that would have been a blocking effect. So
That's
Matthew's
A good result for Matthew.
I think that's that's a really good result for Matthew. At some stage there, would have been thinking, oh, gee whiz, that he might put a few more points on it.
Yeah, you'd be a bit stressed, especially after watching that first ball go out.
So 1 red. So
1 red to Masaki.
So they have 1 minute for the opportunity for the coaches to come out and talk to their athletes, and the assistants will collect the balls.
When you are coaching an athlete during this 1 minute, what valuable information would you impart on your athlete?
I think it depends on the experience of the player. At the moment, it looks like they're telling Matthew where he should pace the ball. But the good athletes, I feel that minute of the use of that minute is to just reinforce the confidence in what they've been doing in training, to relax, have a drink of water, and just look forward to the next end. You're not going to be able to give them too many strategies in that 1 minute. I always find that it's go out there, be very casual, let them relax. Because they need to be relaxed.
That's all they need.
That's all they need.
They need that reassurance and to remember to breathe.
Well, that was a nice close one.
Very nice.
At one stage there I was thinking that ball's not going to go over the V-line. So the V-line, the only purpose of the V-line is for the first ball, the jack ball. And so the jack ball must go over that V-line. It doesn't play any more part in the match.
Now it doesn't matter if his coloured ball is short because it's still in the game of play. It's not too bad, although it would have been better if he could have got it more.
Just a little bit further up.
Yeah.
From where we're seeing Masaki, it's got a really good look at the jack.
Ideally, you'd really want to block your opponent's line of the jack, but it doesn't always work out. It can be quite
once
challenging.
you leave the jack open, it's an opportunity for the opposition to put one close.
Very nice ricochet.
I'm not sure it was deliberate, but the end result was very good. So we were able to see the red ricochet off Matthew's blue ball there and right onto the jack.
Now I'm not sure from where Matthew is sitting if his blue ball is partially.
So I think he's got a sight on it. Just looking at the screen there, he can see. You'll be able to see a gap between the red and the blue.
If you can go right between that gap.
Yeah, if you could just push one up. The ricochet is a shot for him also at the moment.
Oh, that was a very good attempt.
So he's right on the red. I can see, looking at this, Matthew's much more comfortable with a short end.
Yeah, he doesn't look as stressed as the last end, which is nice. Oh, that's a shame.
And that's with the hard balls. If they ricochet off and don't stick, they'll roll out of court.
They're great for pushing balls back, but if they don't stick where you need them to, it's quite difficult. Ooh.
He's blocking. Matthew's blocking well at the moment.
That can be very useful for keeping it low scoring.
Yes, yeah, and especially where he held it back just to 1 point in the first end.
Now if he can just push that directly up, it's right in front. Oh. Needed that hard ball that he threw earlier, maybe.
And with Matthew's action, it's going to be hard for him to drive, whereas some of the other athletes have got much more power.
This is where those hard balls really come in handy.
So Matthew's blocking off nicely as a defensive move.
He's got a definite wall there, which is good.
So Marian Lester, the referee, just moved to the other side so that she can be between the balls and the player in case there's a penalty, so she's able to grab the ball if required. But these experienced players don't normally allow for penalties. No, mostly it's for the chair wheel on the line or something like that.
I can't imagine you'd want to give away points when you're at this level.
No.
Oh, that was an extremely...
Yes, so Masaki went for a jump ball, what we call a jump ball, to try and land it on the white and push it back to have an opportunity to put extra scores.
I love those shots when they pan out and it lands right in the middle.
Tried it again, but a bit unlucky.
He
would be attempting to land between the blue and the jack and push the jack back, because he's always going to be holding one.
You almost need a medium soft ball for this close shot, so that you can make it stick instead of go too far.
Yes.
Oh.
It's a hard shot to play at any time. What he's attempting to do is land the ball in front of the blues and bounce onto the jack to push it back.
Especially for a BC1 athlete, this shot can be quite of a challenge.
So decided to take the 1 point. So the referee will collect the 2 balls that were left and place them in the box on the side of the court.
1 red, and finished. 1 red, 1 red, 1 red.
So 1 red to Japanese player. So the score now will be 2-0 to red. And we go to a 1 minute break for 1 minute time to before the next end.
Now it'll be Masaki's turn again to throw the jack.
Do you anticipate a long one?
I anticipated a fairly long...
I think we might get that one right.
Yeah, his balls tend to be quite hard.
They're hard, yeah.
Yeah, you can hear them the moment they hit the floor. It'll be interesting if it'll be the same distance or even further.
So it's a close game, only 2 points in it, 1 point per end.
it can turn around at any moment.
Absolutely.
I always like the games where, you know, you think one player's out of it for a second and then they come back with 4 on one end and it's tied again and you're back at square one trying to fight for it.
I've learnt not to call it too early. I made a bit of a fool of myself at the Australian Nationals. I called it on the third end and someone got 6 on the last end.
Well, see, you
so
just
I don't
never
do that
know.
anymore.
Oh, I told you it was going to be a longer one.
You're correct. You know, there it's a little bit longer than the last one actually. So well, this one's probably at the 9 metre mark.
Yeah,
so he's
it
got a
does,
little bit further.
does look quite far.
But Matthew does have some hard balls that will get him up there. If we reflect back on the first end, he's got 2 soft ones which he just won't get up there. But they could be used for blocking balls if necessary.
The one thing I find would be quite challenging, the assistants that are behind are not allowed to speak to the athlete during the ends. And it would be quite challenging at times to hold yourself back from giving some advice.
Give some yes. I always found if I was doing it, I had to look at a spot somewhere away from the play,
Yeah,
so I
definitely.
didn't get involved. It's very hard not to. This is looking.
Oh, beautiful.
The line was really good.
Yeah, that was a great line.
Matthew will come out and have a look to see how far the red is from the jack. Sometimes it's a bit hard to judge the distance when you're back in your playing box. As you would see that too when you're playing, Fiona, if it's a long end, judging the distance.
There's so many times where I think, surely that's not that far, and it actually is quite far.
Yeah. So that's what Matthew's done. He's gone out to have a look to see the distance between the red and the jack ball.
I think it's always important if you're in doubt and it's not as clear that you get up and have a look, like to the where the jack is.
And get back into their boxes as quickly as possible. So
Yeah, especially now with the shorter time frames, you really don't have a lot of time to play around.
So I'm just looking at the clock to where Matthew's using up at least a minute now before he's played his shot. So he's got to be very careful about time.
BC ones have 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, so I was talking about the time. So the clock at the moment is at 3 minutes, and so it's, he's used up a minute and a half and yet to release the ball. It puts a bit of pressure on them later in the end and having to rush and panic with their shots.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Oh, yes.
Good.
Well done, Matthew.
I think he was wishing it all the way down the court. We could hear Matthew
He
going,
was.
let it go, let it go. So, and a big smile on his face. So. And a fist pump. I'm not sure of the fist pump. I think it might be for the coach.
It's the excitement. He got it there.
And that's the enjoyment of this game. You see the emotions that they express once they do a shot like that.
Look, it always makes you feel good when you actually achieve what you're trying to. Masaki's running out of time. Or he's getting close.
Yeah, so it
Must be quite challenging.
Yes, he's released one ball and he's down to 1 minute and 46 seconds to go. It's frustrating for us even here watching the game when they start to run out of time.
That's going too far.
Gone too far, it's out of court.
I imagine at times he'd be wanting to release it quicker, and when he finally gets that release, then it does go a bit too far.
Yes. So down to less than 1 minute.
And he's still got 4 balls. This is the third one.
Stop.
So this will be hard for Masaki to release the ball in 40 seconds.
And he's made it challenging for himself going that long distance.
So that ball that Matthew's thrown up there, that blue ball, has certainly put some pressure on.
Matthew's done a great job of holding this end. Only 20 seconds to go for Masaki.
This is looking pretty good. So it'll act as a blocking ball. So he's got 10 seconds left.
Will he get it out in time? Oh, he
Yes,
did.
he has. So even that ball
Unfortunately, it
there
was quite
will act
soft.
as a potentially a
A blocker for
blocker
Matthew.
for Matthew. It's in his eye line.
Matthew's got a great opportunity that he needs to take advantage of if he can.
Yeah, so Matthew should be coming out and having a look to see how far the reds are from the jack again, and not to necessarily aim at the jack, just aim down to get past the reds. And that's all he has to do.
Ideally, you just want to come down the side of it.
Beside of it, yeah. Don't even think about the jack, just get
Yeah,
one.
ignore all
in-
the red, ignore the jack.
Yep. Just get them past the red balls. He's got about a metre, do you think, there, from the red to the jack?
Oh yeah, definitely from the red.
But again, Matthew is going to be struggling with time.
Yeah, he's already used more than half of his time. And still got 5 balls to throw.
I always think it's a shame because if they run out of time, they've got still 3 balls to play. It's like you start the match with 3. Not ideal.
Hopefully he can get 1 or 2 and even the score out. It's going to be very hard to get all his balls out on time.
Yeah, it won't. I don't believe that'll happen.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he's managed.
So he's been
to
winding
get
that one down the court. He's been,
Well done to Matthew.
Yeah.
That was a very good shot.
1 minute, pick up please.
Needs to just collect himself and try and get another one up there. Maybe take the lead.
so the referee's indicated that it's 1 blue and a measure. From where we sit, it's deceiving, isn't it?
I feel confident in
I'm
thinking
confident
that-
it's 2.
Yeah, I would think so.
I've just looked at the
But
screen there.
if we're wrong, then I
We'll
would
just-
need to go to Specsavers.
Stop.
We've got 20 seconds or less than. Can he get one more out there?
10 seconds.
Oh, that's a shame.
That'll say.
Well, hopefully for Matthew, he'll even out the score and it'll be down to the last end.
And we won't have a tiebreaker.
No. Well, you
With it-
never know.
With 2-all, whoever wins the end.
Oh,
wins
that's
the
true.
Yeah, so,
Unless they get a ball each.
and a penalty. No, let's stop all that nonsense.
Make it interesting, why not?
So to those that are watching, we're making a comment that if the score is 2-all after 3 ends, whoever wins that end, the last end wins the match. If after 4 ends the score is tied, we go to a tiebreaker.
Yeah, where you play to the middle box on the court.
Yep.
But then it's not counted as points when you go to a tiebreaker. It's just a win or
It's
a
a win.
loss.
Yep.
Very hard to see because we've got the athlete in it. Oh, look at the screen and
Well, they're going to measure,
watch
so
the measurement. Let's see if we were right.
we may have to go to Specsavers if we're not. No advertising on those live
No.
coverage, isn't it?
Definitely not.
We'll ask for payment later.
Yeah, I think so.
Gee, it is closer than we thought. No,
Nah,
we're safe.
We're safe.
Yeah.
No Specsavers for us. Matthew's got to be quite happy with that result. At least he's evened out the score.
Yeah, and so down to the last end, our 4th end. This will decide the match.
This will be anyone's game. These are always quite interesting games when it's so close.
And we know that Matthew's going to go short, I'd imagine.
Well done, Matthew. Look at that excitement.
Got the fist pump going. I think he's got his back to his coach.
1 minute.
Both players can play the short end, so so if Matthew goes short, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be a good
Interesting
match.
to watch.
A good final end, an intense one, no doubt. I always feel super nervous when I'm stuck in these moments, when you're in the last end, and it can be anyone's because you don't know that you're going to get it. And until you throw that jack and throw your first ball, you're praying that you get it on that jack because if you miss it, you've just given your opponent that opportunity.
Good look. Do you get nervous while you're playing?
Oh, all the time.
Do you?
I'm not going to lie. All the time. But I try to calm myself down and not make it so obvious. But internally, in my head, there's a lot of pressure and
a lot going
nerves.
on.
Yeah, definitely. I'm never overconfident, even though I'm confident in how I play. I'm never overconfident that, you can't guarantee what's going to happen. Now, ideally, Matthew would really want to put the jack where he can get it right on it.
From what I've been watching Matthew over the last few days, it'll be short. And we tend to hold our breath to see if the jack actually goes over the V-line.
We hope there's no foul jacks.
We don't want to see a foul jack. And we don't have one. So it's right in front of Matthew. So we'll go now.
Ooh, a lot of time just passed then. In that
Just to let the ball get the first jack out. I think it's something that Matthew will have to work on when he gets back to New Zealand to speed his game up a bit. Because you just don't want to be leaving balls unplayed.
Especially that early in the game, like in the end.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
From the reaction, I think Matthew's fairly happy with that. Masaki's got to look at the jack.
From a coach's perspective, I'd be wishing it went to the other side a little bit.
Yes, yeah.
But still a good result. It's very close.
You can see the tension trying to release the ball.
Very focused on where he's aiming for. Oh, that was the best that he could have hoped for.
That is a perfect position. So it's right on the jack.
And he's even pushed it back just a tiny bit. Matthew still has options though, so...
Yeah, it does have options. He could use a hard ball to, if from a coaching again, we'd be aiming at the red and try and push the jack back. So you could, which is what he's doing.
Oh.
We're a bit unlucky. Good effort. So those hard balls will push onto the red and then move that jack back so you can then get a look at it. But Masaki, that ball of Masaki was a very,
it was on point. He'd be pretty happy. And
extremely happy.
I worry sometimes that the BC1 athletes forget that they need to call out their assistant to bring them their ball, and then the time is ticking.
So it's the blue to go again. What Matthew is trying to do, I believe, is trying to dislodge that red off the jack. It's not easy.
Yeah, you almost need to like squeeze it to push it out. Oh. He's really attempting to, but Masaki's ball is quite accurately on the jack.
Yeah, it's definitely making it very hard for Matthew.
Oh, I really thought he was going to get that.
So Matthew has one ball left.
All you need is one ball though. Like, you
That's
can't
all.
discount only having one ball. That there's a lot that can be done.
Yeah, I think it'll be a soft ball that Matthew's got left. He had two soft balls. I think he used all of his hard ones up.
Oh,
unlucky.
very, very good try. At this point, Masaki could choose to throw off.
I'd say he's coming to have a look. In a close match like this, you'd probably just accept the point and accept the win.
Yeah, it could be risky if he pushes the blue from the side here, depending on the closeness of the red. in a competition like this,
Yeah,
it's so
he's-
high level, you wouldn't want to risk it.
No, he's not risking it. He's just going to accept the one and get the match 3-2.
I think that's a good call for Japan.
As a coach, if he was to continue playing, probably would have a chat to him afterwards.
Yeah, I'd probably be anxiously stressing out.
Yeah. So great match here on court 1. So victory to
Masaki,
Japan with a score of 3-2. Lovely.
very close game for Matthew. At least he did get up there and get points on the board.
So that concludes the second round match that we're televising, live streaming at the Canberra 2025 Boccia World Challenger. And we will have a match coming up shortly.
Yep,
Thanks, Fiona. Thanks very much for your time.
no worries. Thank you.